Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's been a while. I posted a video. I've been so busy guys, but I had to make time out to make this video today. So today I want to make a lightning body wash using black soap. That's what we'll be making today. You can also turn this into a whitening body wash depending on what you want, but for the ingredients I'll be using today, it's going to be a lightning body wash. So here I'm not making a large batch. This is my normal black soap. I cut them into little chunks so that I'll be able to soak, and then I also put the black one you can see, and then the black one you can see is the Debitone Radiant Skin Soap. So I just had a little left in this container, and then I added that in also. So I'm going to be soaking this because I want it to turn into liquid. So I'm going to be pouring hot water into my bowl and then letting it sit until it completely dissolves. Then I'll be adding my other ingredients. I'm adding hot water in here, not adding too much, just enough to cover the soap, and so you can soak. This is not going to be such a large quantity, but you can see I want it to be thick. I don't want it to be too runny after it dissolves. That's why I'm not putting too much of water in it. But after it dissolves, if I find it too thick, I can add a little bit of water. But since I'm also going to be adding liquid ingredients into it, I don't want the water to be too much. So I'm going to cover this and let this dissolve completely, and then come back and add my ingredients in. Guys, my soap, everything has dissolved completely. You can see it's not so watery. That's why I didn't add too much water, because I wanted it to be thick. So I'm going to start putting my other ingredients. First things first, I'm going to take my 42 hours lotion tonic. I'm going to be using my tablespoon for measurement. 1 tablespoon is 15 ml. So 1 tablespoon of my 42 hours in there. Next, I'll be taking my bio lotion. It's a new one I found recently, so I also mix it with my 42 hours and my Santad where necessary. So I'm taking 1 tablespoon of that too. I'm adding that in there. I'll also be taking my Magic White Glycerin. I'll be taking 1 tablespoon of my Magic White, adding that in there too. I'll be taking my my Citroclear serum too. I'll be adding 1 tablespoon also. It's actually finished. I have exactly 1 tablespoon, and I'm adding that in there. Next up, I'll be taking my Charm Stretch Feminine Water. This helps to prevent stretch marks for when you are making lightning soaps. You can add this. I'll be taking half of my tablespoon, so not exactly 1 tablespoon, about this quantity. I hope you guys can see that. Yes, so I'll also be taking my lactic acid. I'll be adding just a little bit of lactic acid, about a half teaspoon. I don't want too much of this, just about that quantity. I hope you guys can see it, just very little of that. Then I'll be taking my powders. I've already measured the powders down, so you can add so much more lightening ingredients into this, but because I don't want this to lighten so much, I didn't put so much of them. So this is my turmeric powder here. This is my collagen powder, neem powder, kojic dip, cinnamon powder, sandalwood powder, and I also have ginger white powder there at the end. So I'll be adding all my powders in there, and then I'm going to be mixing everything together. You can add different types of powders, lightening powders, other lightening additives. You can add your whitening oils, your lightening oils. You can turn this into whatever you want it to be. It could be just a lightening body wash. It could be whitening. It could exfoliate, clear skin reaction, depending on what you want. There's so much other ingredients you can add to turn this. And if you even want it to be thicker, to have that gel-like consistency, you can add a thickener like guar. I actually wanted to do that, but I realized I'm out of guar, so I actually wanted to show you guys how to thicken, but I'll probably do another video next time to show how to add a thickener and make it be in that gel-like form. So this is your black soap. Like I said, there are so many more things you can add in there. So guys, don't forget, you know how we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you can get notified when I upload new videos. Most importantly, subscribe guys. Thank you so much guys.